Hey guys, how you doing? This is Manga, etc. and I'm here today to bring a review for One Piece Manga chapter 1063. This chapter only has two parts, so there's not really much to talk about, but we'll just get right into it. So we start things off with Luffy and company. They're still doing the whole chilling thing, vibes in. There was eating previously in this chapter. They get their outfits for the arc, and they're still chilling, they're eating, and that's when they run into a pacifista. And now what was good about this part is because I feel like the chapter was kind of trying to portray to us, the audience, that Luffy's observation haki, his future sight, has gotten better since Wano Country. At least that's the way I saw it as well, because he was able to predict the movement of the pacifista fairly easily. I mean, I'm also talking about how when he's like, yeah, it's about to run towards us, and then it started running towards us very next panel. So that's what I feel like that was trying to do, but when it gets into the rest of it, the fight itself really, it starts to get a bit confusing. Jewelry Bunny right now is being kind of confusing to me, because if I am not mistaken, Bunny was present at the Mary Jo's during the Reverie. Therefore, she knows that she went there in the sense that that Kuma that was there present is the Kuma, the original, and rightly so it was. So basically, what I'm trying to get at is that how has she gone from being at the Reverie, seeing her dad, her Kuma, and now thinking to herself that the Kuma there present at Egghead is the Kuma, her daddy. That kind of confuses me, especially when she would also know that the pacifista are modeled after Kuma. So she would therefore then know that the double gangers, doubles, clones, whatever, whichever way you want to say it, out there as well. So she would know that the face of her daddy is a face that is widely spread. So it kind of confused me as to why she would automatically assume that the one that they are facing presently is daddy. And at first I thought, okay, maybe it was just to let us, the audience, know that Kuma and Drew Bunny are, related. But I'm pretty sure that was revealed to us within the Reverie. So if it is a reveal for anybody, it's just for the Straw Hat members. But in the contents of revealing us first, revealing out in the open within this chapter, is a bit confusing because like we know it, and I feel like Joey Bonnie should not be making this mistake, shouldn't be coming to this conclusion straight away. But yeah, that's pretty much everything I got to say about that part of the chapter. And I'm feeling the battle outfits, especially Joey Bonnie's. Yo, I did kind of ponder on, as I do, I pondered on how strong Jory Bunny is, and that simply became about when she kicked Luffy when he was about to use a get free attack, and it was just a kick. Yeah, we can say Luffy felt it, I guess. He doesn't comment on the kick in any shape or form. We don't see no haki, but the boots she is wearing are very black, so there's that. But for the slight second, I did wonder, okay, oh my gosh, how strong is Joey Bunny? But I feel like the series has come to a point where Luffy outclasses all of the worst generation, so it doesn't really matter. But I could be wrong. As the arc goes on, Joey Bunny might actually do something very impressive, because just off the dome, and there's not really much to go on it, I would say that Joey Bunny is probably the weakest of the West generation. Like I said, nothing to go on it, but maybe as the arc goes on, I'm like, ooh, okay, maybe she's top tier, maybe she's actually stronger than Kid, maybe she's actually stronger than Law. But that's the best that we can hope for Joey Bunny. But speaking of Law, he does cover the last half of the chapter, and this came as a surprise, because I didn't think we would see Law or Kid anytime soon, because obviously we just spent, especially with Law, we spent a very significant amount of time with him. So to see him within this chapter, it did come as a surprise. But what do we get? He has ran into Blackbeard, and he is now in confrontations with Blackbeard. Now, female law. I like it. I can't lie. I like it. I'm a fan. Makes more sense with law being female, and this could be the Hearts Pirates, you understand? But yeah, I liked it. But on all seriousness, no, he has got into a confrontation with Blackbeard. Now, Blackbeard states, I knew either you or Luffy was going to pass through here. How he knew that? I don't know. But clearly, plot armor was saving Luffy from running into Blackbeard in this scenario. Ooh. That could make a good what if. What if Luffy was the one to run the Blackbeard in this situation? I digress. But they are going to get into a fight, seemingly. And Law doesn't seem like, based on just what he's saying, he doesn't seem like he's gonna run. He's literally there to fight, face on, die in this situation, if that's what the case is going to be. And I simply come to that conclusion based off what he says at the end when they're talking about how many road poneglyphs each of us got, and then at the end of the day, when they take all kind of thing. But do I think Law has what it takes to beat Blackbeard and his crew? No. No, he doesn't have no heavy hitters. He's the only heavy hitter, at least what's been displayed in the series so far. He's the only heavy hitter in his crew. Like, for example, with Kid in his crew, he's got Killer as well, and obviously Supernova. But with Law's crew, no one else made it to Rufus. In fact, no one else made it onto Onigashima. All of Law's crew... No, wait, hold on. I swear they spent most of the time in a submarine. Regardless, like... They weren't taking on no commanders. So in all honesty, although I do think it'll be skipped over, I really do wish we got to see this fight play out to the fullest, because I want to know how it'll go down. Because... even if it was just Blackbeard versus Law and we just left it at that and the rest of the crew just watched, that's a hard fight. I have a hard time believing that Kid and Law should have successfully beat Big Mom together. But Law versus Blackbeard, that'd be just straight instant death, in my opinion. But we'll see how that rolls out. Obviously plot armor protects Blackbeard, so I doubt Law comes out of this the victor, but we will see. But in terms of who would fight who when it comes to the rest of the crew, it don't matter, because they all should get smoked. But like I said, I would love to see how this actually rolls out in real time, but I doubt we will see it. So yeah, that's everything I got to say about this chapter. It started off how I would expect it, just the journey that they're having so far, but I'm progressing the story a little bit. But then the second half was a complete surprise. But it was a complete surprise, but I don't think anything happened within this chapter to warrant anything more than a 3-star rating. Could have been 4, but if there was more action packed in the second half of Law and his crew, and we got to sort of see some actual fighting rather than the effects of the fighting. For example, we do get to learn that Blackbeard's doctor has some sort of disease ability, and that's another thing I wanted to mention as well. We find out that Burgess has got the strong fruit. Okay, it sounds good on paper, but where does that tap out exactly? What's the limits of that? So it sounds good on paper, but I want to know more about that fruit as well. But yeah, like I was saying, if the second half had a bit of action to it, rather than just us seeing the effects of devil fruit abilities that we haven't seen previously, and just learning about that as well, and finding out that Blackbeard saw this coming and he plans on taking the road poneglyphs that Law has. It was a surprise, but it wasn't a good surprise. It wasn't a great surprise. So yeah, 3-star rating, and of course, guys, I'm asking for your thoughts and opinions. If you haven't already, please subscribe to my YouTube channel. But most importantly, take care. Have a nice day.